quietest 10 minutes in the history of room 412. I've been teaching high school for 15 years, and you learn to read the room. You know the difference between I'm texting under my desk, quiet, and something is deeply wrong, quiet. Last Tuesday, during third period English, the air just shifted. I was grading essays at my desk, looking over my glasses every few seconds. In the third row, there's this kid, Leo Quiet, always wears a heavy hoodie even in the June heat. Never looks anyone in the eye. He was sitting next to Maya, a girl who usually can't stop talking. But Maya was frozen. Her face was the color of a sheet of paper. She looked at me, then looked down at Leo's open messenger bag on the floor. I stood up, pretending to stretch, and started my usual lap around the classroom. I was joking, with a student in the front, making a comment about his handwriting, but my heart was starting to pound against my ribs like a trapped bird. As I passed Leo's desk, I saw it, tucked right between a biology textbook and a bag of chips, the matty black finish, the heavy, unmistakable shape of a semi-automatic. My stomach dropped into my shoes. My first instinct was to scream, to grab Maya and run. But I knew if I panicked, it was over. I walked back to my desk, my legs feeling like they were made of lead on every step felt like a mile. I sat down and pulled my laptop close, my fingers shaking so hard I could barely type. I didn't call the office. I didn't want a loud announcement over the PA system to set him off. Instead, I messaged the school resource officer directly on our internal chat. Room 412, Leo, Van-Stop black handgun in his bag. Do not use the sirens. Then, I had to do the hardest thing I've ever done. I had to keep teaching. I stood up and started talking about The Great Gatsby. I was talking about symbols, about the green light, while my eyes kept darting to Leo's hand, which was resting just inches from the zipper of that bag. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. It felt like hours. I saw the shadow through the frosted glass of the classroom door, a subtle nod from Officer Miller. He didn't burst. And he just opened the door quietly and said, Leo, can you come out here for a second? We need to talk about your parking permit. Leo blinked, looked at me for a split second, a look I will never forget. And then he stood up. He left the bag. The second that door clicked shut behind them, I hit the lock. I told the class to get on the floor. And for the first time in my life, I just sat on the floor with them and cried. We found out later he had a list in his pocket. I was the third name on it. People ask me why I'm going back to work on Monday. And the truth is, if I'm not there to read the room, who will be?